everyone, and welcome back to The Beer, the Buy, and the Beautiful.
Go ahead.
How's everyone doing today?
Nope, not that. Get your other fucking line out of the way so we can have a pause. Because Jason doesn't know, but
welcome back to the podcast where everything is made up and nothing really matters.
Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Break it down. Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a brace, boy. Yeah, that's a brace, little man. Break it down. Degeneration up. Degeneration. You think you can tell me what to do? Know who you're talking to?
Alright, good. You got a little.
There's going to be a
You got a post-pre to do there.
pre-post something into that
what?
section right there.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
You're adding post-pre into that.
Right after that.
Pause,
Pre-post, post-pre. Something that we're going to tell you to do at the end of the
Okay,
episode.
yeah.
You'll
I was
find
gonna say,
out.
It's almost like, tell me what the fuck
We're not
do.
going to ruin it. We're not just going to let you have free reign either. How have your legs gotten hairier since we last saw you? What the fuck is going on?
It's been 2 years.
sure?
It's
they've been hairier?
testosterone pills.
He's
He's done got that big purple cock.
Wow.
That puts hair in your legs?
It looks like it.
I always told it was Brussels sprouts.
Nope.
Hair in your chest.
Nope.
Yeah.
Those are just good.
Yeah, but I always told you, it'd make you big and strong, put hair in your chest.
I mean, I'm sure it'll make you big and strong, but it won't put hair on your chest. And you're going to need some protein to go with them.
There you go, Jason.
Wow. Anyways,
All right, so how's everyone doing?
That's my
Good.
line. How's everyone doing?
You said it.
Well, answer it.
Huh?
He's drunk already.
I'm not.
Said
Fucking
said 2 beers.
He's been worn out.
tired of this fucking Jason bullshit.
Fucking Jason.
So how much has that been said this week?
A lot. Yeah, we've
It's
said
in the
that
last 2 days alone.
It's been a lot. Not so much over the holiday, but the last 2 days,
We
yeah.
weren't
Monday.
together.
Monday. I don't like change.
Mm-hmm.
So Monday. And I forgot how really simple it was.
Yeah. So start like overthinking a lot of shit.
Yeah. All fucking weekend. 4 days of goddamn.
Yeah, because when you messaged me Sunday about fucking work Monday, that's when it's like, wow, okay.
Holy shit.
He's
Yeah.
fucking actually worried.
And I was, yes. And then Monday was shitty,
Yeah.
but today was a lot better, except I learned a lot of hard lessons. 2 transloads and shit, whatever.
Wait, 2?
Yeah.
What was the other one?
One was the one you fucked up in the beginning, and then the other one was the one that he just told you about the email.
Okay, well, so what was the one you fucked
Those
up in the
were 2
beginning?
different ones.
So what was the other one?
Now, the one that I fucked up was after.
After
Yeah.
the first fuck up.
I told everybody that he put the wrong trailer in their door because inside the trailer said Werner, and it was ECM. Yeah, they hadn't changed shit. So I had it translated, and I was like, halfway through it, I was like, shit, that might just be a repurposed trailer. And it was.
Boom.
Anyways,
So yeah, Jason left us. We are all alone now in our little area, trying to
it's not little.
run things.
Big ass area.
Jason's been putting stuff together,
Have been.
and tell us all about what you put together.
Smells like amber. Gross.
You put amber together?
Oh,
No, it just smells like it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
really?
Yeah, I can smell her from a mile away.
This is a weird
kinda sad.
conversation.
I got asked, who's filling in for Amber Day by Sandy, and I was like, I don't fucking know.
Nobody? She was there?
Yeah, she didn't get her shit out of the office till like past 11 o'clock.
Yeah. I think because, yeah, she's been bitching about that apparently. they've been sending, or they tried sending AJ back there with her. And you know how AJ is pretty much,
Man.
kitchen Jacob.
Yeah, I would. Never mind.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past her. Don't you get me?
Any use.
That's getting cut.
Man, fuck it.
And she doesn't listen. It doesn't fucking matter. Fuck her.
I ain't cut anything on fucking weeks now.
That's true. But
I just let him go.
still fun
Even
to
the
say.
ends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
those
just
are-
letting everything
Which
go.
should probably.
Let's
Fuck
probably
it.
not do
Nah.
that. Yeah.
Well, fucking Amber then.
So what
that-
did you
that's
put
my
together
ass.
Monday?
Okay,
yeah.
so Monday.
Out of work.
Yeah. So literally
We don't
the
want to talk about Amber, okay? But it
Present.
smells like her.
present from the last episode.
Yes.
The Lego Nintendo Entertainment Systems.
Lego!
So insert picture here.
Yeah, I'll put that picture on there.
That's what it looks
He's
like.
not gonna because now he's got a job.
He had a job before.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
he
I was getting better at that.
didn't. You were just standing there.
And
No, I
Now
think
you got work to do.
and
I look, last time I said, you've been doing better.
uh-huh.
And then the song started.
Yeah.
Which was perfectly timed by the douchebag. So I'll wait on this one.
Okay.
not
And I already put the Mario picture in on him that got us fucking our first copyright.
Yeah.
That's when
This
it
is our
all-
second copyright.
That's when it all to what?
Did
The
we get?
cult personality.
we
We got
get
a
it?
copyright on that too. Yeah.
We did. Oh, I
Yeah.
wondered if that was gonna happen.
Fuck 'em.
So I think I figured that out. So as long as we only use segments and we don't like try later on to monetize. So basically those episodes we can't monetize. Everything else will be fine on, but that one we just can't earn money from.
Yeah, but that might bring people to the pod
All right,
to
yeah,
listen to
we
the
just-
rest.
Especially considering we
it's
just
worth the risk.
smashed a record.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So what's the numbers at now? You said them earlier.
888 views on YouTube, 207 on Captivate. I haven't looked at Rumble. Are you still putting it on Rumble?
Yeah. Well, I've got it where it automatically goes up from YouTube to Rumble.
Yeah,
They share.
I didn't look at that, so maybe even more.
So
Let's
over
see.
1,000.
1,095 just from those two.
2 seasons in. That's
And this one's not going to be monetized either.
no.
But hey, the past the episode before the last one. Now, no. The one this one's releasing next week.
Gotcha.
One's releasing this week. The episode that's out now
Right.
in our time
Yes.
hit over 70 views in 6 days.
6 days. Wow.
Wow.
Over the holiday.
And it's only
So thank you to everyone that listened to that.
for real.
episode.
And we got 2 new subscribers, whoever they are. I wish we could see that shit. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Fucking YouTube.
But we also, you said Tanzania?
Yeah.
It was Tanzania.
Tanzania.
And then hold on.
Thank you for the Tanzania.
But
Yeah.
what? In 6 days, our Cult of Personality episode
Boom.
is less than 20 views away from our biggest episode, which was months ago.
Yep. And I talked to my brother-in-law this over the holiday, and he said he's been listening to us too. So he's the one that took the broke my dick story to the next level
Yeah, by not looking.
by not looking. And he said, it's sometimes hard to follow, but he loves it.
That's what it's supposed to be.
I'm like, perfect. That's what we're going
Yeah,
for.
just put yourself in our mindset,
Yeah.
little red-headed boy.
This is big.
I ain't worried about him. I'll fuck him
I'm
up.
not saying you
And
are.
then
I'm just-
ask him to look at my broke dick after he kicks it.
kick me in the dick and then it made me look at it.
Look at it.
Look at my dick.
Look at is it broke? Is it okay? Is it swollen? You can make it swollen.
Okay.
What's his name?
I'd rather not.
Shout out to Big Red.
That works. I like that.
Little Red.
Riding.
No.
No, there's no hood. It's just with me.
Yeah, you're the hood. You're
Yeah.
the Red Riding
If he's
Hood.
riding me, he's little
Little Red
riding
riding
hood.
hoodless.
Oh,
Throbbing Hood.
Hoodless.
smack it up.
Which-
Slap at the base.
So
Okay, sorry.
besides Tanzania, we also have a new region in India as well that we've reached.
It's not Karaka
No.
or Kerala.
Yeah, it's not Kerala.
Good.
Funny enough, India's still this number 2
Second,
behind the
yeah.
United States.
I saw that.
But they're up to 10 regions now. The new region is we're gonna try this. Patna Bahar.
Thank you, Patna Nahar.
Shout out to
Bahar.
Shout out to all the potheads.
Bahar.
Bahar.
Bihar.
Patna Bahar.
Patna.
Patna
Bahar.
Bahar.
I'm gonna call them potheads.
Potheads. Thanks to all the
Shout out
potheads.
to potheads. Hey, potheads in India.
We love India. India's like our favorite place.
It's
Yeah.
kind of weird.
Except
Like,
for-
yeah, like you wouldn't think that we would be reaching India.
I wonder if there's a translation and
Hey, we're just
maybe
saying crazy shit.
it's
Crazier.
It's a whole different podcast. It's just different guys talking in our voices.
What the fuck is this?
Or whatever, you know.
Well, you can't.
You
Yeah,
can't.
I can. Which we're up to 123 listeners on Rumble. Wow. So
Oh, damn.
that puts us at 1,218.
Shit.
That's amazing.
Over the 1,200 mark.
Worldwide, baby.
We're
Yeah.
going local is what we're doing.
Loco.
Because we're not quite regional yet. We're just local. Even
I
though
mean,
we're
we're pretty
worldwide.
regional. I mean,
I mean,
we got a good enough spread.
you figure we're at
Any
least
states.
half the states, right? Close.
Let's see. Hold on. We're
What's
gonna
half?
pull up. So just on
25.
Captivate alone.
25 is half the states, you fucking retard.
No,
Count
I know,
the
but-
stars, bitch.
I mean, like I get that, but like
Do you?
you can't say
You just
like,
asked.
New York is the same as like
Yes, it
Rhode
is.
Island.
Yes, it is.
okay, again, I guess.
All right. So
They're both states, you dumbass.
Are you sure? How many stars are on it?
50.
2, 1.
Almost.
They add one?
If Puerto Rico
Yeah.
fucking would just
So-
goddamn vote for it.
wait.
Don't you wait me.
No, well, hold on.
No. Fuck off.
George wins. Just on Captivate alone, we are now at 25 states.
Yes! I win.
So we're
by the way.
literally-
All of them in the United States.
That's just the United States. ones.
God, I'm leaving. Fuck
It's
this.
not time. It's not time yet. All right, so
I'm about
50,
to start
50
throwing out
states.
N-words.
Half of the 50 states listens to us.
Yep. So we've had our biggest in the U.S. alone. Our biggest contributors. We've actually had 38 downloads in Charlotte, 15 in.
If he can't read an American word,
We're screwed.
an American city,
That
he's
was-
like,
that what the fuck? I think this one's wrong because it looks like a fucking Indian
He's
city
like-
in Georgia.
potheads.
Hepzibah.
Hip, hip, hips. But,
Hepzibah.
oh,
Hepzibah,
yeah.
Georgia.
Hibbity hop hop.
That's a little weird.
Don't
It is.
Stop.
Hey, Richardson, Texas? What?
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
Richardson,
they're in
Texas.
fourth, right behind Hickory. Hickory is, well, actually, they're tied for third, 9-9.
It's the guys at the fucking game store I went to.
Well, everybody I worked with lives in Hickory too. So
Who?
before I moved out here,
It's right up the fucking road.
Yeah, so we've really had
I worked there for 17 years.
You're a fucking gay.
25 states.
I have
and-
friends in low places.
Out of those 25 states,
Shut up.
we've had hit 60 different cities.
Wow.
Good lord.
Well, thank you to the United States and to
And
India
fuck you all the same.
and this.
I'm going to say somebody's doing a study on us because we've had one hit in Oxford.
Yes. Oh god, it's on me. No, don't analyze.
It's all your parts.
John's gay. Jason likes a little bit of everything, and I'm just drunk.
Hey, McGaysville, Virginia.
Oh, what, Mick? Oh my God! Oh, Mech, Gaysville, the gayestville in the Union,
Thank you, McKaysville.
and fuck you too, all the same.
Wow, it's amazing. I never would have thought that one person would listen
just-
to us,
Rambling.
let alone all of those
Me.
people.
I'm rambling.
It's okay.
You always.
I am the
You
disruptor.
always do.
Funny enough, he plays Joe, so that kind of works. It fits. He rambles, play Joe Biden.
Come on,
Kind of
man.
the same.
Come on. Hey, after you introduce what we're talking about,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw a little teaser in about what my favorite is.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I was going to jump into that part first, but if you want to wait until later.
The favorite? No, go ahead.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
We're going to talk about wrestling.
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 Does anybody else like wrestling? as much as I do?
RASSLIN apostrophe.
That's how they say it in the South, I believe.
Yeah, how you say it?
Sports entertainment.
No, how do you say wrestling?
I say wrestling.
Fag.
Okay. So who is your favorite wrestlers? That was the first thing I
hey,
had.
Before you both answer, I'll give you a hint on mine.
You have to guess it?
You can try. I'll tell you after you tell me yours, but I just want it'll give you a little nostalgia / it could be several.
Okay.
My favorite wrestler was once in the Four Horsemen.
The original Four Horsemen?
Dude, they've all been original as long as Ric Flair's in it.
Okay. Well,
look, there's been a Flair and an Anderson in every single fucking one of them.
right.
So
True.
Yeah.
So
that
it's either those two or the other halves of them.
there's a couple that I learned that were in the Four Horsemen back in the day that I had no idea.
Really?
Yeah, like Sting.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Wow. We've gone into deep South wrestling right now. This is World WWW CW, I think.
No,
NWA?
no,
Georgia South?
you'll never get it. Just continue. My favorite wrestler was once in the Four Horsemen.
Gotcha.
In one of the iterations.
All right, so comment below what you think George's favorite wrestler was,
Especially in like 3 minutes after you listen to what it was.
and then see if you're right at the end. We just want the comments. So, how about you, Jason? Do you have a favorite wrestler?
Don't you roll your
wrestler?
fucking eyes at me. I'm about to fuck him up. I'm going to smack all these Legos and then I'm going to fuck him in the head.
I adjusted my sack as I was turning.
Yeah,
and
you
that's what made
said-
my eyes roll.
Wow.
Look,
Favorite wrestler?
ready? This is what John just did to me.
No, I moved my balls. Did you? Never mind.
What the hell's
They're
happening?
not that big.
They're stuck to stuff.
What? Hey,
favorite wrestler?
why are you different already?
What do you mean, am I different already?
Fucking, that was the plan. Amber was like, yeah, you should take that job. You've been around those guys too much.
Yeah, get
You're
away from
changing.
those guys.
You're changing. You're not as loyal to me. Like I'm loyal to you.
He's on the phone with her right
Like I'm loyal to you.
He's responding to our text message as we speak.
Yes, I know. That's because without me, she can freely be like, thanks for texting me back.
Favorite wrestler? Roll your fucking eyes at him and say your favorite wrestler.
No, see, I'm just letting you get it all out, you know.
No, I'm coming hard because
Whoa!
What?
Whoa!
you don't come hard,
You pre-hard.
right? But when you're hard, have you ever came while you were soft?
Oh my god! No.
No.
Maybe in a dream.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know if I was hard or soft. I just came.
Let's put him to sleep and you can make him come.
Oh, God.
Or,
Okay.
Anyways.
yeah. No, see? He's different already.
Didn't say the thing.
What is
all
happening?
sense.
Told you this was the last season.
Yep, this is it right here. We're
Wow.
not coming back.
You better
for
enjoy
season
it,
four.
India.
I hope we get this
Potheads.
music video out of the way before season 4.
Nah.
Otherwise, it's not happening.
No, it's not happening because, people leave and change because their girlfriends tell them to.
Anyway, your favorite wrestler is
Okay, so, anywho's.
colors.
No, you don't. No, you don't fucking any Hughes me.
Yeah. Roddy Piper.
That's a good one.
It really is.
Thank you.
Really, really good
It
one.
really is. He was.
He was you.
Yeah.
He was literally the guy that antagonizes all the baby faces.
Anybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. Baby faces,
Didn't matter,
heels.
yeah.
It didn't matter.
It did not matter one bit. He was just there to piss people off and basically beat people up.
Yeah.
I don't want to beat anybody up. Except for
Well, if you
Amber.
had to. He didn't really.
Except for Amber. Yeah. I'll make eye contact today, bitch. You left me.
It's a lot.
Don't make me cry.
There's a lot of emotion in there, right?
It is. I'm just letting you get it all out.
No, it's gonna be the whole episode. This
I know.
episode is gonna be called Wrestling and Fucking Amber.
Wrestling fucking Amber.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, did you miss me?
Yeah. I did.
Don't you fucking lie.
Don't you lie to me. I don't think he missed us at all because we talked to him all fucking
He
day.
didn't.
We've
But I
literally
told
been
you.
texting him all
What
day
did I
long.
say,
Yeah, I
y'all?
was gonna say.
On Cult of Personality, what I say? It's not gonna be as fun because the punch bag's gone.
Yeah, you-
Fucking Amber, ha ha ha.
And it
That's
was
what I said.
super
But
serious. Like we're going, we're working. We're not really making a lot of jokes. We're just
I don't
doing
have
our thing.
time.
You don't have
Yeah. I see why I didn't make my way over to your desk
That's
so
because
much.
of Amber. Is
Oh,
what
God,
it
here we
was.
go. Anywho,
Fucking Amber. Roddy Piper. No, for real. Fucking
amazing pick.
yes.
yeah.
But he was from the WWF at the time, WWE now, and
He did a little WCW, didn't
yeah, later in his career.
he? And later in that company.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
That
back to
company's
WWE,
life, yeah.
and then so yeah, I mean he's been all over. But not only and I don't know much about Roddy, but I do know that not only was he a good performer, great performer, but also helped a lot of people get
Yes.
over and in the back, like kind of establish themselves
Good
as
mentor.
good characters. Absolutely.
Yes.
So yeah, good for him. I know he helped Ronda Rousey when she first came in too to kind of establish her character, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
She's kind of the same thing. She just comes in and just
Oh yeah.
makes everybody pissed off because she's way better than everybody else. And
Yeah. Well, that was the big thing. I think what was it? It wasn't that long ago. I think it was only like 2018, 2019, somewhere along there. Like she more or less
18, yeah.
kind of got the torch passed.
Yep.
Like she took over the whole ego and everything.
It kind of sucked too because like you could just see like from your childhood to then when he did pass that torch,
Yeah.
just the decline, like what wrestling does to people. Like people are like, oh, it's fake,
Yeah.
and it just
Bill Maher on the show, we had Roddy Piper there, and he said, "Well, you know it's fake, right?" And Roddy, he was physically upset at Bill and was doing everything he possibly could not to just punch his face right off.
he should have.
Yeah.
Because that word alone is like the worst word to say, but at the same time,
it's not fake. It's scripted. It is
Yeah,
scripted to
sure.
a point. Yeah, they
all
go
the
off
bumps
script.
are real, man. All
Yes.
of them.
Yeah.
That shit does not.
Like you still have to like. I mean, it's just like being like a gymnast. Like you have to train every day to like. Okay, we're gonna do this move because if you fuck up while we're doing it, I will break your neck.
Yeah.
Like it's
And
not
those-
a.
and even gymnasts and anybody in sports get like an off season. Wrestlers don't. Like they go all year,
Even
like,
when
house
they're
shows.
not on TV.
Absolutely,
Yes.
yeah. They're always going. So they're amazing, and to respect of them, like I wouldn't call anything they do fake because it's all physical.
So one thing that really made me like realize that, and I'm probably wrong here. I can't remember who it was because it was WCW, and I'm thinking British Bulldog, but
More toward that's WWE.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
But you remember War Games? They had like several rings, and then okay, I'll just tell you the story that I remember. There was a trap door under one of the rings that was not padded, and it was steel. And this person landed on it several times during the match, and just wrecked him. Like for real.
done.
Well, no, like not then, but like
yeah,
it completely fucked him over later in life.
yeah. I bet. Yeah, it's
Who was that?
dangerous. I don't remember that one specifically, but
I'll find it.
there's a lot of injuries that happen like that.
Yeah.
I mean, even guys
Stupid
now.
shit.
Yeah, guys now that are taking normal bumps that are landing the wrong way and breaking their necks. There's been a couple guys recently that have can't even wrestle ever again because of those reasons.
Which is why they've kind of gotten rid of the tombstone or the pile driver.
Yeah,
I
the pile
should
driver.
suppose.
Even chair shots to the head they don't do anymore for concussion reasons.
Yeah.
They're
And obviously,
very
we'll get
careful.
into the whole reason why for that one soon,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure, in this
yeah.
episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't
Spoilers
go
there.
into Jason's territory.
I figured he was going to talk about it.
Yeah, it's like the biggest tab I have open is for
Damn.
that. So
I'm
we'll
just
talk
gonna-
about that at the end. That'll be my
trying to
last.
protect
That'll be my
you.
closer.
I'm sure you were.
All right, who's your favorite?
My favorite wrestler. It spans over like 4 decades of me watching wrestling. Has always been DDP.
Okay.
Even when he was
That's a good one,
terrible, and wasn't really even a wrestler. It didn't start until he was really 35 years old as a wrestler. But he was a manager, a valet, whatever you want to call it, for a long time, and then had every gimmick imaginable come into the ring. And then when he stripped all that away and became DDP,
He just had to keep doing his thing, man.
man, he was so
Yeah,
good.
he was good.
So good.
He, I hated him. Right? That's why he was so good. Shut the fuck up. He was me too.
Yeah.
Like, just
Yeah.
stop.
I loved him because he was not like me.
And it was and it wasn't just the character. He was a good wrestler.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really.
He worked his ass off at 35 to get where he was. And this kind of goes along with my next question, you guys, has my favorite finisher of all time, which is the Diamond Cutter. My favorite finisher of all time is the Diamond Cutter. I think you can do it anywhere, and
I'll say this.
it's awesome.
Yes. Close. I haven't thought about a finisher. But I think the RKO ripped off the Diamond Cutter.
It's a little different,
Just slightly.
and Randy is so fucking good at it.
No.
Oh, I think he is. I think he's amazing.
No.
And-
He portrayed that whole snake thing. And it's just like, oh, I can get it from anywhere.
I think that's the hook, is like he can do, and you can do the Diamond Cutter from anywhere in any position. But if you want to give it proper respect, is it Johnny Ace who actually had the Ace Cutter, I think, which was what the original move was called, and DDP took that and
No,
used
I
it.
never see that.
Yeah, well, that's why anybody wanted to know what that was, but that's who it was. And
Old man.
and DDP took that and worked on it and worked on it, and came up with what his version was, the Diamond Cutter. And then Randy saw that and thought that was pretty cool. And no one was doing that in WWE at the time, and used it as a rip-off finisher, basically. But I still think it's different enough.
Bang!
It's different enough. But when you felt the bang of that Diamond Cutter, man, you could see crowds just like explode, and it's still one of my favorite moves of all time.
And
when he
so,
hit Goldberg in the match, I think it was I can't remember the pay-per-view, but it was for the belt, and he hit Goldberg with that. I've never heard a crowd louder in that moment. And if you guys know what I'm talking about listening, if you don't know, go watch it, because that was probably the best match in WCW at the time, back when NWO was around and stuff. But that was the coolest moment, the loudest I've ever heard any crowd in any arena ever.
So the comparison to the RKO is based on, I probably haven't seen a Diamond Cutter in 20 years.
Yeah. Well, yeah. 10 maybe. He
No, me.
Oh, you personally. Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, because
Yeah.
2000, like high school, I was
Yeah.
kind of got out of it because it got a little boring. But yeah, I'm down with that one.
Yeah. I love
Both
it.
of them are good. I think mine might maybe be a little more obscure. Maybe not the greatest wrestler, a little crazy.
What's your favorite one?
Yeah.
Doesn't
The
matter.
one I think mine's based more on how he was portrayed and the story arc instead of his wrestling. He was a great wrestler, I think.
Can I ask you one question?
Sure.
Follow up? Is he dead now?
Yes.
I think I know who it is.
Who is it?
Is it Pillman?
Yep.
I knew it.
Brian Pillman. Yes. It sure is.
I didn't want to spoil it if you
No,
wanted
it's
to have a
fine.
big reveal.
It's fine. No.
But I had a feeling already, but then when you said that, I'm like, yeah, it's definitely
Yeah,
Pillman.
Flying Brian Pillman. That dude.
Amazing dude, yeah.
Yes.
Stone Cold's best friend. At the time, they were the Hollywood Blondes.
And to be fair, another top 5 was also a 4 Horsemen who's also dead.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was in there with Pillman, Chris Benoit.
Benoit.
Yep.
Fuck what he did. Like, that shit sucks.
And we'll talk about that. That's the closer of this episode,
Yep.
so we'll
But-
talk about that a little bit.
That dude was a fucking amazing wrestler.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was
it's
intense.
Hard to
Like,
believe anybody better wrestling than Chris Benoit.
and you
Brian
believed
Pillman.
it. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
I know it was, the bumps are real, but man, God, it just looked like he was kicking the fuck out of somebody.
Yeah.
And he sold well. That's another
Yes.
thing makes a good wrestler too. Is you sell when you have to, don't sell everything, but sell when you have to. And I think Chris was one of the best at that, where he could sell when he needed to. Because he was a big, tough guy, and it was hard to make him sell.
He was not
he
big,
did,
but he was tough. He was jacked,
He was.
Yes.
but he was not.
Yeah,
I
not
don't know how
huge.
tall he
I think,
was.
well, yeah, because he was one of these shorter.
Yeah.
Of like, he was kind of like more just average height guy. Like I think that's one of his biggest selling points too, is he was kind of like, he was just like anybody else that you would like see in the gym. It wasn't like an Undertaker thing, or wasn't like a fucking Andre the Giant thing,
guy,
where like
sure.
like every time he went in the ring, like he would always be looking up, but then he fucking would kick everyone's fucking ass. I think that was like one of the biggest selling points, is he was you go in fucking any YMCA and you'd see somebody just like
Yeah, exactly.
He became one thing I remember about Benoit. He became a superstar and a champion on multiple levels when Vince McMahon was running it and wanted giants.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
When he wanted the whole like kind of like almost godly images in the ring, and that was it.
Jacked
Unrealistic.
or massive.
Massive
Yeah.
people, yeah. Well, he has my favorite nickname, which is the Rabid Wolverine. I think that's the coolest nickname ever. I wish that was mine.
And the coolest finisher.
The Crippler Crossface.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about Brian Pillman for a second. I remember the first time I recognized a flying wrestler was Flying Brian Pillman. I didn't know that even wrestlers jumped off ropes and stuff at that point until I saw Brian Pillman jumping off.
Dude was crazy.
And he would jump off. He would jump up forward and then jump backwards, spin around, and like I'd never seen that before him, and that was the coolest shit. I remember Brian Pillman was awesome.
How they portrayed him, I feel like it's probably the reason he's dead now, but
From what I remember, and this is from Stone Cold, he was like that in real life. Like,
Yes.
he was never different.
how they portrayed him. Yeah, because they had that whole feud. He went to anyways.
The gun and all that
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But he was his character was portrayed exactly how he was. 'Cause
Crazy
the
ass
dude was like, and he didn't give a fuck. He
No.
didn't give a fuck about himself.
No.
Like, let's go give these guys a good show.
Yep.
And that was amazing.
Yep. Oh, he's a great wrestler, and it's sad that he left us too soon. But
Oh, yeah. And which is stuff like that, like that's where
Yes.
you get a lot of, like I think both of them. That's where like it really opened the door for like then you had you guys like Mysterio coming in, where it's like granted you had the whole
Big
like
fan of him too.
and you got the whole like Mexican luchador kind of fucking get up on everything, but there again he was when he started coming in he was a little guy,
Yeah.
but like you could not fucking catch him. That was the whole point. Like you could not touch him. He was fucking jumping around the ring, coming off the ropes, everything. It was a fucking pure show.
yeah, I remember WCW in the '90s when they brought the luchadors in and the cruiserweights at the same time.
Yeah.
And that whole division was nothing but just everybody jumping around the ring everywhere.
Cruiserweight. Dean Malenko was a fucking good wrestler too. Yes.
The Cloverleaf.
Wow, I forgot about him too. You said that.
Jericho was one at the time
Jericho
too, back
is-
in the day.
Jericho's just a fucking.
He's the man.
He's an all-star. Yeah.
He's on that Mount Rushmore. I'm
Yes, he
telling you.
is. Oh, are we doing a Mount Rushmore?
Let's get through this. and
Okay.
we'll have it in our
I'm
heads.
sorry.
It's
I'm
not a
sorry.
spot. No, that'd
This
be
is
great.
fun. This is good. This is my favorite one so far. This is awesome.
You've said that
no.
We said this about the video game one too. I think.
Now
You're like,
fuck
this is
the
like-
video game one. I was a wrestling fan. Like I turned the video games off when I was a kid.
to watch wrestling. Nice.
Fucking Monday Night Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's when, I wasn't necessarily I was still a kid. I would say.
I mean, I still
You're
am.
42, yeah.
44 and still in kid.
No, 42 when I was
Yeah, when I was.
the Monday Night Wars.
Yeah. I just.
He's 78 now. I brought that back. That's good.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Just wearing off. Thanks for bringing it back.
Which,
So-
well, before we move on, so I just want to like one last finish move I want to bring up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because this was always like obviously a huge Undertaker fan. Look at the finish move, like fucking the pile driver, all that shit was fucking fantastic. Especially just
The
the
tombstone.
whole image,
Yeah.
tombstone, all that shit.
Tombstone, not pile driver, sir.
But, sorry,
I mixed them up too earlier.
but. All right, so one that was like I loved it when I was like little because it was like it was different. It was something that somebody brought out, and like you didn't see a lot of it because they're, again, you always used to the big old fucking guys, like, you know, just lifting everybody up and fucking slamming and shit. But the Shawn Michaels, the Sweet Chin music, that was always like so fucking
Love
cool.
tuning the band. I love it. Best setup in any well, almost the best, I think.
Yeah.
If you count the stunner as a setup to him just flipping you off in your face, then that's the best setup. But the tuning the band thing he's made that famous. Like, people still, they don't do tuning the band, but they do their own little setups like that to get the crowd into it right before the finisher.
Gotta get into that
now
corner
because of him. Yeah,
get in that corner. Grab the ropes, two hands, start stomping a little bit, wait till that motherfucker gets up.
Yep.
So I've learned a lot about wrestling over the years, but I didn't know this either. But Jake the Snake, and I'm sure everybody knows who that is just by me saying that. I'll have to explain it. But
that dude,
his whole match was him teasing the finisher, which was just the DDT. But like, he would tease it and he wouldn't do it. And he'd tease it and he wouldn't do it. He'd just keep the crowd on. He was the best at keeping the crowd like wanting more and more and more until that final, DDT. So I think Shawn is probably.
So talking about him, have you ever seen where him and Macho Man were in a match?
Yeah.
And he had the Cobra.
Yeah.
And Macho Man was in like wrapped around the fucking bottom rope.
Yes. I know the story. Tell it.
Okay. So Macho Man comes up to Jake the Snake before the match.
Yeah.
So I don't fucking trust you, man.
I
I
like
don't fucking trust you. I don't like this. This is not cool.
Yep.
And he's like, I don't believe it's been devenomed, whatever it's called.
Defanged, yeah.
And so he's like, let it bite you. Before Macho Man, which Macho Man was a fucking nut anyways.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, like, dude, cocaine. That's why his heart exploded when he was dropping. Let's be honest here.
He was off it then.
He's like, and Jake was like, okay, fuck it. Bam. And he still was scared.
Well,
he still didn't.
Told Randy that, I already fed it. I can't remember the damn snake's name. I remember it, but I can't remember right now. And he fed it. He's like, I fed it before. It's not going to bite. It's just going to crawl around on you. And Randy's like, dude, I don't trust you. I want it to bite you to prove that it's not going to be poisonous. So Jake was like, all right.
Wow. That's impressive.
That was really
That
good.
was terrible.
And then, it bit him during the match.
In the locker room.
Yeah, in the locker room. But in the match, it bit Randy, and Randy freaked the fuck out, and it's the best thing ever. Yeah, I can't believe that nobody said Hogan. That's
for what?
Thing. For being one of the best.
He was oversold.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll bring
Vince McMahon for that.
Yeah, I'll bring him up later.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk
Well,
about it.
He reminds me of, like, he was literally the don't stop believing of wrestlers. Like, I mean,
yeah.
Same as Ric Flair. Like, I mean, I like Ric Flair, but same as they're even already still doing to him to this day. It's like, it's so fucking oversold. It's like, I get it. Like, it was a whole fucking thing, but enough's enough. Like, let it go.
So
like,
I picture it like this.
He was the prototype for the not Andre the Giants, not the Big Shows.
Yeah.
He was that prototype, and that's what Vince. Don't stop believing. That's what everybody kind of tried to play off of or be like after that, and.
Well, they were trying to change the image of the company.
I think he was. I think he was resurrected. Resurrected at some point, and I'll tell you that in a minute.
Okay, so the reason why I bring up Hulk Hogan is because of his longevity, and I think about it like this: when I go see my favorite band play, I want the hits that I love.
Yeah.
And I think when I go see wrestlers, I want to see, especially older wrestlers that shouldn't be in a storyline. I want to see those old Ric Flair. I want to see the old Hulk Hogan. I want to see that stuff just because it's probably the only time I ever get to see it live.
Yeah.
Just like a band, I want to hear, Bon Jovi sing "Living on a Prayer." That's
Yeah.
what I want to hear. That's what I'm here. The rest of it I don't care about. I just want to see that.
Right.
Same way I feel about Hogan and Ric Flair.
Yeah.
So,
Or even Bret Hart, for that matter. I want to see the Sharpshooter one time. You know,
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yes. On Shawn Michaels. For real this time.
the screw job. We'll talk about that too.
Okay, I'm not. We didn't hit it. Hey, but I really believe Hogan was resurrected when he became Hollywood.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, changed his career. He was done with wrestling.
Yes, he
before
was.
that.
He was done.
Yeah.
Even if he had, still been mentally and physically in it, his whole facade, his
There's nowhere else you could have gone with Hulk Hogan.
He was done.
Yep.
No, it was the smartest move, and he made a ton of money doing it too. So
Well, duh.
I made more money than his ex-wife can take from him.
I gotta pee.
Pee break? We can keep going?
Yeah.
All right. So we talked about Randy Savage before, and before you leave, just listen to this headline. Randy Savage and Stephanie McMahon had a relationship. Come back with your thoughts. We're going to talk about that a little bit.
Rumor.
So Randy Savage, one of the biggest stars of WWE in the golden era, but he left the company in 1994. There's a conspiracy theory, including on Reddit, that Randy Savage left the company due to his alleged affair with Stephanie McMahon, who was just 18 years old at the time. Now, I know for a fact that there was a rule that said Stephanie could not date any of the wrestlers. Who did she wind up marrying, have children and a family with? Triple H, who is now running the company. So, could it have been if Macho Man married Stephanie? Could Macho Man be running the company right now is the question. I don't know. But I heard that's all rumor. Never really happened. I couldn't see it happening.
No.
But if there's a rumor, there's usually some truth to it, and I wonder if there was anything that actually did happen. Like
She was
maybe-
underage, right?
She was 18.
I mean, yeah. So she was legal, but
Maybe he took her flowers.
Good job. Good job, Macho Man.
That's what made him all crazy and shit. And then he left the company, went to WCW, made a ton of money there too.
Yeah, which he supposedly went there because of that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
The conflict with McMahon, Vince.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So any questions, any thoughts on that one?
I think it probably actually happened. Like, it wasn't maybe as deep or detailed as people made it. Yeah, made
Exactly.
it seem. Maybe they fucked once, right? And then it was like,
Or Vince saw her like falling for him and was like, he needs to go.
Nah, I don't think she was falling for him.
No.
Nah, just
He was falling for her, maybe?
Nope. I think they fucked. And she was like, Daddy, I slept with him. Don't take my money.
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, you gotta go, dude.
Yeah.
This isn't
Yeah,
working
too
out.
close. We're done.
That's my daughter.
And you know the rule. I said that before right after you left. Was the rule was Stephanie was not allowed to date anyone in the WWE at all. No wrestlers. So
Why? How that changed?
She wind up with Triple H, who's now running the company. So
Paul Levesque.
yeah, good dude. I like him too.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about HBK a lot, I think, on this one. But this one is he wasn't actually injured in the Attitude Era. Do you remember when he left? Lost his smile and it hurt his back.
Now, something happened to that dude. Have you seen his face?
Yeah, he changed.
Like, after he came back, his face just, I don't know, it looks like it got droopy or some shit. Like, he had a stroke.
Like, yeah, I was going to say almost like
Maybe,
stroked out.
yeah, maybe not injured like they said he was, just so he could retire, right? It was a neck injury? Was that what it was?
Back, yeah.
Okay. But, like, a back doesn't make your face fucking
No.
start to melt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the biggest names in the new generation era, but his in-ring career came to an unexpected end in the 90s. He made sporadic appearances, and then later he refrained from appearing on WWE. HBA didn't have a career-threatening back injury. Vince McMahon put him on the payroll to allow him to rest after dedicating more than a decade to WWE. Also, it was done to prevent him from signing a contract in the WCW.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one.
That could be legit.
That's one. He was still selling tickets, right? Mm-hmm. And like, we all remember the flex with the fireworks behind him and the fancy fucking shiny goddamn chaps he wore, and you know what I mean, the little halter top or whatever the fuck it was. We all remember that. Like, you can't let that go somewhere else. Hulk Hogan, being similar, was past that, right?
Well, he also told Vince he would never go work for WCW, and then there was a discussion that happened where he went, and when he tried to call Vince and explain why he went, Vince wouldn't take his calls, and it took Vince a good while. And those guys were buddy. It took him a good while to accept one of Hulk's phone calls.
I think
So I don't think HBK would have went anyway, because he's always been a WWE guy. But you know, if the money's right and they were using him right, I think he would have made a lot of money in WCW. But I don't think he would have left Vince, because Vince was kind of like his dad, like his father figure to him. So it'd be tough to leave that.
until Vince, stayed too long and ruined it.
All right. We brought it up once. We're going to bring it up again. The Montreal Screwjob. Was it a work or was it real?
No, I think it's real because okay, here's why I think it's real. Because the animosity from it between those people involved has been there for decades. And I don't, it's weird seeing, fucking Lesnar and fucking Undertaker, even now. He beat me at WrestleMania.
They're hugging.
Then we hugged, yeah.
Yeah.
For carrying it on that long, I just feel like that
Is it the longest work in history? That's the question.
Hey, maybe.
And if it is, then we're all been screwed.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was still the Montreal Screwjob.
Exactly.
But it was perfect because Bret Hart, Canadian, all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It
And
was
then the
in
Wonder
Canada.
Boy, yeah.
What it did, regardless, was really launch Shawn Michaels' career into another level, and it moved Brett out to him making a lot of money in WCW. So both of those guys can really give a shit what it was. I think just because it's a wrestling thing, and I think everything in wrestling is a work eventually, that it was a work the whole time. I don't know if Brett was aware of all the details and how it went down, but I really think that at the end, that was what happened at the end was supposed to happen, but just not that way. And that's why Vince allowed Brett to punch him in the face one time.
It's like, you get one shot.
One shot. And he had the black eye on Monday Night Raw the next night.
So I agree with that, and the reason behind it is I think Brett had that contract with WCW already worked
He
out.
was taking that belt with him.
Yes, he was. And I firmly believe that was the truth.
Yeah.
And he was like, you can only sell this so much, you're not taking my belt. Vince was, and...
We'll take it one way or another.
You got to remember this is scripted, but even if you don't agree...
But I think what that did for Bret Hart and the WCW was make him a great heel coming in.
Oh, yeah.
But it also burned a lot of bridges with WWE.
Yeah. Well, which...
Because he didn't do business. And
any-
that's what
yeah.
you're supposed to do. I think that's the big part of it.
And that goes back to Vince.
Yeah.
I think Vince fucked up a lot of shit that he shouldn't have.
Sure.
Let's go...
There was a lot of bridges burnt. There was
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
Let's go New Age. Why the fuck would you get rid of Bray Wyatt?
Yeah.
Man, well, they brought him back. So.
No,
Still.
he didn't.
Well, Triple H did.
There you go.
Yeah. Why would you get rid of Bray? I don't know. I think there was some creative differences there, and
Okay. First of all, that whole sister Abigail. Yeah.
shit was good.
Why do you? Yeah, I get one of them died, but why you get rid of that?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
It was the top-rated segment on all the Raws. Every time
It's
it was on.
amazing.
It was really good. And I don't know why he didn't like it. I think because Bray, this is what I think, and it's just my opinion, I'm no expert in wrestling, but Bray wanted all creative control over that character with no input from anybody. And that's just the kind of guy he is because he's that creative. He's that good at it. And they were like, no, we got to put our hands in everything, and we're going to put our hands in
Not
this.
they.
He was like, no. Well, one guy. Yeah, one guy specifically.
And I think if you let those guys, if you get even 5 of those guys and let them do their thing, you're good.
Yeah. On the
Like-
platform that they have,
Especially, now. But even back then,
yeah.
they had, what, 5-10 guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top
I mean,
guys.
if you want to even like tie it into just this kind of the way I look at it, because I can tie it into the exact same thing as like the music industry. Like, if you want to literally look at the exact same way that, like, why record companies are like collapsing now is purely because, like, back in the day, like especially 80s and before, like everybody was their own individual thing. Like, if you want to take, like, obviously, like somebody like Kiss completely built an entire empire on their image. AC/DC built an entire fucking empire on their image. Metallica, Van Halen, all the heavy hitters that have been around for fucking generations now. Like, they all had complete control over what they did. I mean, obviously, you watch the fucking Bohemian Rhapsody, you watch the Queen movie. That's the only reason Queen was as big as they were, is because fucking Freddie and Brian May said, no, fuck y'all, we're doing what we want to do.
Yeah.
Y'all can either release it or we'll put it out.
Yep.
Either way, either you get your money or we'll fucking take it all.
Yep.
Whatever. But, yeah, once it got to where it was a fucking cookie cutter, like, we're going to control everything and make you sound this certain way and we know what the people want and da-da-da-da. Once it got into that world, then that's when they started falling by the fucking wayside. That's when now more you've got all the independent artists that are doing their own thing and taking control.
It's coming back, yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Where the record companies are like, well, we're fucked.
Yep.
Because all I can do is produce the exact same fucking thing. McMahon did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
You got 40 fucking people in a room to write one country song for this shitty fucking country artist that sounds like all the other ones.
Yeah.
That's the problem, yeah. Yeah.
Which is why, like, back in the day, like, you know, go back to the, like, WCW days, like, you know, a lot of the older guys, like the Ric Flairs, the fucking, you know, fucking Hogans, all them, it's like, you literally, there again, they created themselves. They were their own images.
Yeah.
And, like, the company only ran from 9 to 5. Like, they produced the shows, they did the shows. But, like, each wrestler was their own person 24/7.
Real shoots. We talked about this before, yep.
Where McMahon is literally over everything 24/7. He controls every little fucking movement made. And it's like,
social media.
you can't do that.
everything.
It's like,
One of my favorites from that era too was another Four Horsemen. I don't know why that group sticks with me so much, but Arn Anderson.
Oh, Arn's
Yeah.
a badass.
Who was Ole Anderson was before him. Was it his
Older brother,
Is he? Yeah,
Ole Anderson.
I called him Ole
Sure.
because he was old.
Okay. Yeah, another badass too. Like, those guys could kill you.
That family, had they continued, would probably and had they trained or had a training system like the Harts, could have probably rivaled them. Like, but
the Andersons is another one too. You talk about Road Dogg and Brad Andersons, Armstrongs. That's what their name was. Road Dogg, Brad, and I can't remember the other guy's name. But anyway, those guys were another family too. They're all wrestlers, all in the business. One was a referee for a long time.
And I feel like if you just let those go, just let them develop.
yeah.
Like,
Well, because I mean, you had like prime example of that is like you had freaking Diamond Dallas Page. Like when he came out, where like obviously that dude was old when he started his career. Like he was 35 when he started. But there again, he became a fucking legend from 35 years old. Like a lot of these guys coming in fucking, you know, they're coming in their 20s, fucking, you know, even some coming in at 18, 19. But I mean, they're coming like straight out fucking high school into this shit because that's what they want to do, and like training for that. But like him coming in basically as the old man, and then still. Like, even from that, building up into something.
the Ortons are another family. Bob Orton, still in the WWE, I believe. Not in it, but in creative. You just, man, there's just that. That's why I pushed back on sports entertainment.
Yeah.
Because that's what ruined it all.
Yeah.
It's not wrestling anymore.
Yeah, it's not.
It's fucking entertainment.
And I'm both a traditionalist and I like New Age wrestling together. I like that mesh of both. I'm not so much like I need everything to be old school wrestling, and I'm not so much where everything needs to be a show, but I do like a little bit of entertainment during my wrestling matches.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
That's like even back in the day when you had the Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan match. I mean, that was like, you know, you were literally bringing two generations of the same sport together. And like you could literally like watch like each half of the ring with its own thing.
Chills.
WrestleMania 3.
Hang on, I got a line. That nigga just picked him up. What the fuck? What just happened? Oh, the ring almost collapsed. Oh, like not fake fucking collapse like nowadays. That fucking
like,
ring. It was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the ref, you saw everybody like fucking like kind of just like stand
Yeah,
still.
the
for a
ref
second,
was like,
'cause
oh my god.
what the fuck just happened?
And I tell you right now, Andre would not have let Hogan slam him if he didn't want to pass that torch.
Exactly.
Respect.
Exactly.
For
That's a good thing.
moving the business forward and making the next guy look just as good as you were.
Yep. It was
paying
the
it
same
forward,
as Piper's pass. It was the same thing. He was like,
Yes.
okay, yeah, I'm done. It's your turn.
That's what the business.
And Pillman just
should be
died,
about.
so he didn't pass it. Sorry.
Fuck it, I'm taking it with me.
Yeah, he probably would have taken it with him. Though, yeah.
Yeah, he would. I'm surprised he didn't take others.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But that's the thing. But I mean, there's certain ones that like
Yeah, well, too far. Not mass.
there's certain ones that like they almost have to like the whole Undertaker thing. Like obviously that can't be picked up by anybody else.
No.
That's a one and only.
There's
Like
no way.
once that like him closing that chapter out and that being done, that's where it
Yeah,
stops.
no
Like no
more
one else needs to pick
So-
that up. It's a done deal.
The whole. I disagree.
Really.
Yes, I do. Because I think they could have done a lot more with Kane in that aspect. I think he could have been.
He probably
And
been
he
the only
was. He kind of was the next Undertaker with his own persona.
Yeah.
But somewhere along the line, when he got, okay, to me, Kane was ruined when he became corporate Kane. When he got rid of that mask
Yeah.
and that fucking, he just,
All the
it
mystique
was,
went away.
yeah, it was still cool, but like, The Undertaker, even through the American Badass days, was still the fucking Undertaker.
Yeah.
Taker, yeah.
And you instead of the American Badass Undertaker, you got corporate Kane, and that was just, it was like, what'd you do to my boy?
Yeah. It's like, well, he got McMahon.
Yes, Vince McMahon is the problem with wrestling. Thank God he's retired. Hopefully he dies tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck Vince McMahon. Like,
Created all
okay, fuck all the McMahons except for fucking Shane.
Yeah.
Really?
Dude, you don't jump off of fucking the Jumbotron and just willy-nilly. You know what I'm saying? Like, that dude,
Yeah, he's got balls of steel. Yeah, that guy's
not footballs of steel. He was
Could he run a company? Though?
committed.
That's the question.
Who cares? He can jump off of shit.
Okay.
Yeah, because that goes right back in. I mean, that whole can you run the company thing that goes into what we were just talking about. Like, he doesn't need to. Like,
Right.
let the office run the company. You just worry about making the show.
But you
That's
look
it.
at. Okay, so that's a good point. You look at the biggest time of WWE's history, where they had
Attitude
most
Era.
ratings was the Attitude Era, and who was the top stars?
Stone Cold, The Rock,
Rock,
Yeah.
Triple H, Undertaker.
the dudes,
Who did they wrestle?
it was each other.
And
Shane McMahon.
Vince McMahon.
Yeah,
He
steroided
even
up.
threw himself into that mix.
Okay, hang on.
That's how much he needs to be involved. Like, I'm one of the top guys too, even though I've never wrestled a single match in my life.
Yep.
All the storylines were based around Vince McMahon, the corporation. He became the bad guy,
So let's
the ultimate bad guy.
let's go with
Yeah.
this. Give me your top two, just in match moments that really. And I say top two because I'm selfish and I have my top two
Okay.
moments in a wrestling match that like really shaped your fandom. I'll start.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
My number one was The Undertaker throwing Mick Foley off the top
That was gonna be my number one.
of that fucking. Was it Hell in a Cell then?
Hell in the Cell.
Yep.
Yeah, it's first Hell in the Cell match.
Onto the fucking table.
Yeah.
Dude had a fucking tooth coming out of his nose.
Yeah,
after
that was
that.
after he fell through the top of the
Yes.
cage onto the mat. But yeah, yeah.
Onto.
The mat and tacks, I think,
Yes.
were down
Yep.
there, yeah. That was a rough
Thumbtacks.
match to watch, and that should have ended like the first,
Like,
the first one.
coming-
But
coming-
it was like, there's no fucking way. You're
Yeah,
ending this
Foley's
match
crazy
right
as fuck, man. But like falling through the cage, that's a little different because you fall on.
now. It's still, yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
probably
not
wasn't, you probably wasn't
fun.
expecting that either, but at the same time, that sucked.
It's not fun, but like off the side onto
onto
that
the
table with that right there is my number one.
That was going to be my number one. I was going to add this one as an honorable mention, but when Edge speared Jeff Hardy in the air onto the mat
Off
during
the
the
ladder.
ladder match, oh my gosh, that always sticks in my head. I freaking love.
Why
that
are we
moment.
the same right now? God,
that moment?
it's just just probably why Edge had neck issues.
Probably.
Let's be honest.
Jeff Hardy was a drug addict.
Yeah, yes. Jeff Hardy broke his back. Fucking.
No, I mean, yeah, but I mean, those guys. That's what they do, and then they know it when they go in. They love doing it.
Jeff still does it. That's
Yeah. Well, not nearly as
couple
much
years
as
ago.
before.
What about you? You can just do one if you want. You can't take.
The two that we already
Yeah,
said.
you can't.
No, yeah.
Even
So,
though
'cause
George totally took my second one.
that I mean, I
and
was gonna say
took his
that's
first
definitely. I don't know. One of 'em- I'd have to say the Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero win. That was definitely like the tag team win.
Are you gonna cry right now?
No. I'm good.
Calm down, Amber.
Wow.
What?
What?
Keep going. What?
Eddie Guerrero.
He's different. He's not the same Jason.
He's not on the
He's
same
been
brave.
fucking body snatched.
Amber
But no, but just because that was like
Amber in a fast.
He came out of the throat. That's what he did.
no, just because I was like with them and the whole.
You know why? You know why it is?
Wow.
You know why it is? It's because he put it in her butt finally. Yes! Way to go, Jason!
What?
Yeah!
The fuck?
That's what happened.
We got off
Wow.
topic. What was your
What?
Eddie Guerrero?
Oh, I'm sorry.
and Mysterio?
Yeah, but no, but their tag team matches because obviously it wasn't too long after that when the whole Eddie Guerrero thing happened. So it was like just the fact that was like one of the final moments was them finally winning a match as a tag team, like because they're again
After all the shit, yeah.
after all the shit, and they were the two.
That was
You know,
the
just like we
Dominic.
talked.
Was Dominic in that too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now he's beating the hell out of Ray on Thanksgiving.
Yep. But and the fact they were the two kind of the little guys, that cruiserweights, that they weren't supposed to, be really much anything, all that kind of shit, but it's the kind of underdog story thing.
So,
That was the same year that
so
Benoit won the championship.
would either one of those be in your top five?
Probably, yeah.
Both?
Probably.
Top 5 wrestlers of all time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie, for sure, for me.
Yeah.
Mysterio he was talented as fuck. I don't know
Yeah.
about top 5, but yeah, he's up there.
Remember when it was
Definitely
called the
top 10.
187? Was this move?
619.
619. I think it was called the 187 before it was
wasn't.
called the 619. I really do. During the Attitude Era, I think it was the 187. Because isn't that like murder, death, kill or something like that on police scanners? Anyway, too much brain work.
Did you
there.
get high just now?
No. My lips are still there. We're
That's a
good.
good idea. Do you have
Yeah.
Do you have to test at your new job?
No.
Next one.
It's not happening.
No, it is.
Can't.
He'll take you home. Or
No.
yeah, home.
Hey, Joe, gotta sleep on your couch.
I can't sleep with you. Andrew, I need cuddles. Come here, baby.
Wow.
All right, so
No.
This is good.
before we go into a Mount Rushmore, let's talk about the biggest.
Oh, I don't want to do a Mount Rushmore. It's so hard. There's so many.
Okay,
There's at least fucking Mount Rushmore has what? 5?
4.
I am the disruptor.
4. There's
Welcome back.
4 presidents on Mount Rushmore.
Who are they?
I don't fucking know.
well, don't be dumb.
Washington,
Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln.
Roosevelt, Lincoln, Jefferson,
Lincolnton?
Lincolnton.
That's where we were.
Yeah, right down the road.
Up
Let's
the-
talk
up.
about
What are y'all been doing at
Chris-
work, for God's sake?
Chris Benoit.
He's been doing nothing because he got the cushy job.
He murders his wife, murders his son, and then jack off Ruby's himself in his workout room with some weights. So I don't know if we need to go over the whole entire story. It's been played out a lot. Then you guys already know it too, so I'm not even really going to talk about it. But what do you guys think?
So I've always, and I heard it probably in a documentary or some shit, like the whole CTE thing, the flying headbutt. I think that really, he did it so many times.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like,
Probably every day.
even if you,
Yeah.
even if you hit it perfectly, there's a jarring, and you can't.
No,
You
I mean
can't
it's
jump
basically
that high
like
in the air and bang your head on anything.
no, because it's like
concussions.
being in a car, like literally a car accident every day. Like, because there was no protection. There's not like football or anything like that where you at least got a helmet and all this kind of the stuff. I mean, it's like, and there again, fucking, you're flying while doing it, so there's like you can't brace for anything. It's just what he hits, what he hits. So it's like,
and being that it's fake
Yeah.
quotations,
Yeah.
that person on the ground has a certain responsibility as well to clinch or
Brace you, help you,
right.
something, yeah.
And
Pick them up
if
a
they
little bit.
one wrong move with that type of fucking momentum and just impact,
yeah.
they
know-
just
And I know they're all professionals and they worked all the kinks out, hopefully. But that move alone is hard on your body.
yes.
Yeah.
No matter how you
landing
take
on
it,
your
no
stomach.
matter how you do it, no matter how you take it, you have to be physically fit. And even then, you're still going to hurt yourself.
Like
nine times out of 10.
Like if you go outside into the grass and you put a fucking pillow where your head's gonna land and you just fall forward, it's gonna fuck you up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, so are we on team concussions could cause you to do some weird shit and this was one of those instances? Or do you think that there might have been some foul play beforehand or it was a setup or anything like that? That's the
Well, I
conspiracy
think
part
he
of
was a
this.
little crazy regardless before all that. Like you have to be to do what he did.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like to not the murders, just wrestling. You have to be a little crazy
a
to
little
be.
nuts, yeah, sure.
Yeah, right.
And that's the thing coming into it. I mean, you got to think like there again, like we've talked. I mean, it's not. However you want to see, if you want to consider it's fake because of this, or if not, whatever. But it's you're an entertainer, so I mean, you're no different than a fucking like all these guys are no different than fucking rock stars. So I mean, you got to think you got literally the world at your fucking fingertips. So I mean, I'm sure there was not only the fact that there was probably something a little off with him anyways from the beginning, but then you mix into that the fame and everything. I'm sure there was probably fucking cocaines and steroids and all this whole fucking cocktail going on inside his system at any given moment.
And you, I think, kind of what you kind of already said it, but the pressure from the promoters,
Yeah.
to sell tickets.
Yep.
Not to
Like-
mention, a few months before this, Eddie died. One of his best friends.
Yep.
And
I don't think that contributed, man.
maybe not,
I think it fucked him up.
but that might have gave him the drugs or the alcohol to try to get over that, and maybe that's what caused some things to happen physically or
Well, I think,
biologically in his own head. I don't know. I don't know the facts. I don't know all the details.
Honestly, I think at that point, like, yeah, without knowing the facts, like, I think he was already too far gone even at that point. Because,
Yeah.
like, his,
And
like,
that
watching interviews
may
and
be the
stuff, like, his
breaking point.
reaction, it might have been, but, like, his reaction and stuff to that whole situation, it was, like, I don't want to say, like, necessarily indifferent, but there was definitely, like, a lack of, like, either he receded
Empathy.
into himself, or he was already too
cried-
far gone.
cried
Like,
like
he was
a
already to
baby.
the point that he was already broke.
Yeah, he cried like a baby on Monday Night Raw
Yeah.
the day it was announced. And I remember the interview because they all did like a little piece.
Yeah.
But then after that, you're right. He was kind of
And he
standoffish.
just said, "I miss
and
you so much."
Yep. He said, "I miss you so much," and then he was kind of blank faced after that. Like it didn't really like register. So, yeah, I can see it.
With him, regardless of what he's done and how it all ended, the fact that they've kind of erased him from the history books,
Yeah.
they're not gonna ever allow him, I don't believe, into the Hall of Fame.
Nope.
I hate that. Like, his body of work is so much more than what he became.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it really is the ultimate cause of
and
why
what he
did.
became is because of his body of work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And he gave his life and unfortunately his family's life to be what he was.
Which, and that's like, unfortunate. Like, I think, like, that whole situation honestly really pisses me off because it's like a thing of they're trying to sweep this under the rug when, I mean, for God's sakes, literally just a couple years ago, Will Smith did a whole fucking movie as far as the whole incident with the NFL. NFL literally had the exact same problems because, yet again, I think you got a fucking bunch of dudes, especially the linemen and stuff, which is where the prominent problems were, but you got a bunch of the fucking, these big old dudes literally ramming into each other on a fucking daily basis.
The linebackers.
Yeah, it's
Junior
like, you know, you
Seau.
gotta...
Junior Seau, that's who I was trying. I was about to Google it because
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, he killed himself.
Yeah,
Didn't shoot his brain though because he wanted to be studied because
Exactly.
he
He
knew
knew
he knew
something
something
was
was wrong.
He was smart enough to know what was wrong with his brain.
Exactly. And see, I think, like, that's one of those deals where if you've got somebody like Chris Benoit where he's under so much fucking pressure from the promoters and all this kind of stuff, if you've already got issues instilled in somebody, they're not going to notice that.
Yeah,
Like, that was the thing, is luckily
he was supposed to be on his way to a pay-per-view. I
Yeah,
believe.
pay-per-view
Yeah.
event, sure.
And that was, is like, obviously, you got the luck, you know, with the football stuff, at least with a lot of them that ended up getting, you know, being studied and stuff, it wasn't like, there weren't people in hot seats. It wasn't like, you know, a lot of quarterbacks and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So luckily, they were at least didn't have the pressure where they could realize that, hey, something's like, I don't have enough on me right now to be feeling this fucked up, so what the hell's wrong?
Right.
Where I think with him, there was so much influence around it that he didn't have the chance. Like, there was no way to save him. Once that point hit, it was gone. But, like, it pisses me off the fact that you've got, you know, now they're not wanting, they're almost like shrugging the responsibility of looking into this. It's like something of, oh, this was a terrible thing and we don't want any part of it, but it's not our fault.
What's the whole...
It's like,
I
Who's
think
the promoter in Elvis? Like, the guy that pushed Elvis to his limits to where he didn't even care if Elvis was even coherent as long as he went out on stage and did his songs.
hear me out
It's
here.
kind of the same thing, right?
I think it goes back to football, contact sport, right?
yeah,
It's real, right? Wrestling's not real.
exactly.
Right,
as real as football
but
is.
no. But wrestling's fake. That's the word, right? It's not real because it's a little scripted. It's not real. It's almost a bias. It creates a bias in your brain that says their bodies aren't going through
Oh, that couldn't
what
happen.
it looks
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
No, but
Right.
it's all a ruse. It's all part
Right,
of the
but
show.
football, they're hitting each other all the time.
Yeah.
These
real,
punches in wrestling are fake, because they kind of hold back a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that fake tag on wrestling created this, where
Yeah.
football it was a big deal. There were studies, there were films, there were all this shit.
Yeah.
But we're not quite there. We might be getting closer with wrestling, but like that, I feel like that has set back brain science in wrestling a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's almost like the fact that they wanted, like, the whole hands-off approach to the situation. Like, it's almost like they didn't want to, the promoters and the McMahons and all this kind of shit, they didn't want to own up to it because it breaks that. If they admit that, you know, this damage was caused, like, it wasn't him himself, that he had fucking brain damage and that, you know, that's what caused him to snap, then it almost kills the whole fight of, is it real or not? Because then it's instantly, no, this is fucking real. Like, you know, and then it has to be taken more seriously, and there's all these precautions that come into it, and all these fucking rules and regulations that now have to be applied, so then it would kill the whole thing of wrestling.
The sport.
Exactly.
Yeah. Not the sport. It would kill the entertainment.
Exactly. Because then they would have to be more careful and fucking, yeah. And, you know, they're not there for that.
Which they've kind of admitted to with excluding the pile driver,
Yeah.
the chair headshots,
Yeah.
shit
No more
like
flying
that,
headbutts either.
right?
Yeah.
And they have to change names to certain moves now. There's
With-
no more.
Without admitting that there's an actual issue,
Exactly.
they're
Take it out like it never was there.
into the public eye admitting that there's a issue.
Yeah. And it's something like, and
But it was Chris Benoit, right? We got to erase him.
Right.
We don't
he
say
can't be a
his name.
thing. And then now we're going to label this as, oh, we're doing this to keep our wrestlers safe, but also, we've had too many kids on their trampolines doing these moves, and these kids are getting
Dude,
hurt. So now we're going to fucking
I had a
We know
wrestling
what's
buddy.
wrong with you now.
Yes.
yeah. But that's the
Goddamn.
thing is like that's been a thing for fucking literally like 50 some odd fucking years. That's been a thing like literally since the 80s, and this whole thing really blew up. Like that's been a thing. If kids have always fucking done this shit at home on the trampolines, on the fucking bed, on the fucking couch.
Couches. Yes,
It's like
the
you pull the cushions off the couch and you fucking just do it in the
Make their
fucking
own
living room
mat.
floor.
fuck pulling them off. I jumped from the arm of the couch over to the goddamn love seat, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. That fucking macho man elbow, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't think I didn't fucking
All of us did,
smack
yeah.
my head?
Absolutely.
So, and it goes to the military as well. There's been a lot of, we do martial arts.
Yeah.
There's different forms and different branches.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of studies that have shown and been buried that CTE can come from this. You know how many times I got slammed on my head while gaining a new belt,
Sure.
Yeah.
right? It's the same thing. Well, we can't do that because we'll get soft. Well, they're getting soft anyways because, fags in the... No.
I don't think
We'll
you
open
can
that
say
can of worms.
Yeah, we'll just calm down. Wrestling, yeah.
Yeah.
For real, like, it sucked.
Yeah.
And I'm probably fucked up from it. And I probably won't live as long as I should.
Yeah.
But it was my choice.
Yeah.
I chose to do this. Just like Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Just like Pillman.
Yeah.
Even if it had no effect on what happened to him.
Yeah. Or what they
Just
did. Yeah.
just like the Eddie Guerrero. All these guys.
Yeah.
Like, that's their choice.
Yeah.
If they want to do it, let them do it.
Right.
Sure.
Yep. It's one of those things. It just goes back to the whole thing of it's their choice. They're doing it. However, if it's your organization, unfortunately,
Money.
it's money, and you still got to
Back to
take
money.
responsibility for it.
Yeah.
Like it's still like even though they signed off that I'm okay with doing this, at the end of the day, obviously, yeah, you can't get sued for it because they signed the papers, but at the same time, you still have to own up to the fact that, okay, they got hurt doing our sport.
Hey, fun fact. As a Marine, or a soldier, or a sailor, or an airman, you can't ever sue the government.
Oh, yeah. No,
That's your employer.
Yeah.
So,
And once you sign off, then
you
No.
can't. Yeah, you as a fucking civilian cannot sue the federal government.
I would.
well, because especially, I mean, that's where then you get into the whole like
than I do.
the VA and all this kind of stuff because they're offering you
There are
help.
laws against it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the VA. Okay, wrestling.
That's a whole other topic. for
Okay,
a
just-
whole
just-
other podcast.
Just real quick, just because I just give you something to think about for later. But one of the guys I used to do production with, he's actually a Marine, and dude actually went to jump school, and that's what ended up getting him discharged. Is he fucked up his back royally.
Landing.
Yep. He did so many jumps that eventually it cracked like I think 3 vertebrae in his back. So he's like done. Like
Not close friends, but I knew a couple guys. Same.
yeah.
Yeah.
But there again, he went to the hospital, went through therapy, all this stuff, and now it's just now he's getting older and stuff. It's affecting him more. But
It's like,
no,
that's
his problem.
not service related. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
That didn't
Because
happen.
he got hurt in jump school. He wasn't out. He wasn't a paratrooper in World War II. So it's like
The funny thing about that is, I was a supply guy,
yeah,
right? And so jump school was not a thing I had to
Yeah.
ever think about, and there was the option to do it.
kind of like an elective.
Just because, it was because there were not enough people going into it,
Yeah,
and it was like, well, you can do it. That'd be cool. And you got your little parachute
yeah,
with wings, and I wanted it so bad. I wanted to go. Probably why I jumped out of an airplane, anyways. But
yeah.
yeah, I didn't get to go. I got got drunk one night and got in trouble.
That's all another story.
You want another story? My first deployment
Oh god.
was supposed to be a fucking cake. Cake. Fucking easy is what I mean by cake. Deployment. It's going to be a little longer than what I went. It was supposed to be 1 year. I was going to be a bodyguard for a general. And
What'd
you know
you
what happened?
do?
Huh?
What'd you do?
I left a handle of probably captain in my buddy Frank's room. He was underage.
Oh god.
Hang on, he stuck it in his wall locker
Uh-huh.
and didn't lock his wall locker. And then it was field day, which they inspect your room.
Uh-huh.
Your wall locker's open, they open it.
Yep.
And Major Brown, funny because he is a big black guy. He's super, super fucking nice. And I was just straight up with him. He was like, Frank said it was yours. And I was like, yeah, it's mine. It was mine. I left it in there. We were out. We were drinking. I believe Patty was his roommate at the time. And he was of age. We were drinking. Frank wasn't. I left it in there. He tried to put it up. I lost that deployment.
I'm seeing a common theme here, George.
Alcohol? Yeah.
So drink
Speaking
up.
of that,
Got one more.
One more to go. So
Hey,
before we do
so
our Mount
wrestling.
Mount Rushmore,
Wrestling, baby!
before we,
Woo!
does anyone need to
play.
pee?
Let's
Does
go.
anyone need to-
Woo!
I'm trying to keep it together and you're wooing.
Jet flying, limousine riding. Woo!
disruptor.
No, fucking horn.
You have
Pee.
to pee before we do a Mount
Bless
Rushmore.
America.
Why don't you just hold the horn under it?
Don't you tell me what to do, because I want to drink the foam. I'm not Amber. I feel like it stings more now that he's not with us. And I feel worse.
Do you really?
God, yeah, I do. Because I can't get it out through the day where they're a little more tame.
Yeah.
And he's like, now he's like, what'd you say? Like,
Want to go outside?
don't make me smack this fucking Nintendo TV.
That would hurt you just as much as it would me.
I don't give a fuck. I paid for it.
Hurt me, I tell you.
Oh, with John. I paid for it.
He did.
You did
do
pay
something.
for it. And I told you that money doesn't exist anymore.
It's
so-
in my drawer still.
And your address is...
Oh, God. Dude, fuck your carpet. How about
There's gonna be
that?
so much beer in the carpet now.
Yeah, and I've
It's
got...
gonna just smell like a fucking.
Look,
brewer
I got
here.
so much head.
I wish. Oh, my God.
We know.
Anyway.
Did you know it this weekend?
Dude,
Oh!
dude, he's a fucking bitch.
Yeah, we need to discuss this, by the way.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he could have... Oh, I got a story for you.
Okay.
His sister-in-law was like, haven't had sex in so long. He only went down on me twice when we were together. This is true.
Wow.
And he was like, I almost fell for it. And I was like, no. Because he's a fucking fag. Fuck him right now. Do it in front of me.
No. Fuck me in front of me. What? How does that even work?
Fuck you in front of me.
No, there's no fucking...
Yeah, let's go pee. Hey,
We're going to go pee.
Let's
we'll
go take
come
a break.
back, and then we will talk about our Mount Rushmores.
Okay.
We'll be right back after this.
and John not banging his fucking sister-in-law or ex-wife. Love you. No,
We're back.
we're
in.
not fucking good.
We are good. We're back in.
You shut up.
We're
I'm
great.
not good. Fucking Jason.
You've cried your eyes out now. You've said what you
Yeah,
had to
nobody
say.
cried, bitch.
You cried. You came in crying from peeing, and you
I
hugged
came
Jason.
in Jason crying.
Probably.
I will.
Both of you would be crying in that moment.
Why would I be crying?
He'd be happy.
Because it's 14 foot long.
He'd be like, this is a foot less than I got that one night. Welcome back.
And we're back.
Wait,
talking
put less
about-
on segments.
Take
All at once.
segments.
I don't know what that means.
Divided up. 15.
Oh,
not
shit.
15
I
altogether.
didn't expect him to have that.
Wow, that was a quick waterhead right there.
Yeah. Draining the waterhead with Jason. Draining the motherfucking waterhead with Jason. What you got?
You pulled the black eye on that one.
Oh, the black what?
Snake moan.
BB. Wait, I'm the BBG.
Big Black George.
Yep.
God. Nobody wants the big. Black
Anyways,
Anywho's.
we don't fuck
We're
Jason
talking
all
about
up. He,
wrestling. Are they
no, we're
wrestling
not. Not
over
anymore.
there?
Fuck that.
We gotta do our Mount Rushmore.
Fuck your rush.
More?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your Mount Rushmore? Quick, go. Top 4, go. Your favorites.
4?
4 favorites. And
Bill
don't say
Man?
all 4 horsemen.
No, okay. Oh, that's tough.
Don't
okay.
think about it, just go.
No order. Sting, Pillman, Stone Cold, and Undertaker.
Nice. Jason? 4.
Shit.
Don't think. Just go.
Don't think, just go.
I had to do it.
Undertaker. Piper. Mysterio.
Tough.
And
Mysterio. I would.
Andre.
Okay.
Wow.
I would not put Mysterio anywhere near
DDP,
that.
Jericho, The Rock, Undertaker.
Look, you're all old school fucking wrestling. You picked all the new motherfuckers.
Yeah.
DDP,
Yes.
The Rock.
Yes. Yeah. All from
Jericho?
95 and up.
That's what. I'm not that old.
You're 70 fucking 9.
All right, then Cripple Kowalski, George the Animal Steel.
Ooh, what's his name? What's his name? The fucking Saudi dude.
Bruno San Martino.
No, the Saudi dude. The fucking God, what's his name? You know him.
Jinder Mahal. Saudi, not it's India, not Saudi. Yeah, my bad.
He's going to.
Iron Sheik,
Yes.
but he's not Saudi. He's
Fuck
French.
you,
He's French.
Jinder Mahal. You fucking faggot. God damn.
Wait,
I
okay,
get
whoa,
all
You hurt my heart.
All the turban.
No.
mess
What was
in my head.
the. Damn it, what was his name? What
What was his name? What? Describe him.
the
Don't-
Russian?
Ivan
Yeah. Oh, I remember the girl.
Kovla.
Oh, back in the day. Okay, never mind. You don't remember fucking not Ivanka, the blonde with the fucking. He might have been like Polish or some shit. Oh,
I forget. Google. Look her up.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I
So
took a nose dive.
we're not thinking about the same thing.
Oh, no.
you're thinking about a girl or a guy?
Both of them. They made a great combo. She was like, hey, crush. He crush.
You're talking about Rocky? The girl from Rocky?
What the fuck are you talking about? I'm talking about wrestling.
Talking
bitch.
about
Talking about
practice.
me.
Talking about practice.
Talking about me.
We're gonna get banned again.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Oh.
Don't care.
So, you can let's do it.
Nikita Koloff.
Nikita Koloff.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, it's fucking.
Well, him and Sheik were together. They were like the biggest heels in the company at the time.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
But what about-
he's been to Lincoln and been to my cousin's house.
His house?
Yeah.
They bang.
No.
Why?
Did you bang Nikita Koloff?
Dude.
Yes.
You would.
Wow, okay.
But Jason.
That was quick.
Jesus.
I mean, let me think about it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let me know.
Would you?
Probably, yeah.
Would you let him bang you?
Yeah.
Both?
Yeah. On a Switch,
It would
remember?
be a triangle.
Dude, he wouldn't
Call
let
back
you.
from last
He wouldn't
episode.
let you bang him. He would be fucking. He would raw dog the fuck out of you. You don't even know.
Raw dog from Nikita Koloff. That's a good image in my head.
Oh,
wearing that.
there's your title. Raw dog Nikita. No, well, we got to do something
Raw
like.
dog Nikita Koloff.
Wow.
Shit.
We just did our own other music video right there.
Oh, there's my,
Yeah.
there's my intro music.
That's what's going to be inputted. Preloaded.
No.
Pre
Pre?
posted. Posted pre. That sounds like a cereal.
All right, so we're gonna do a pause before this so he can edit this part out since it's gonna be all weird.
Okay.
But this is what you're gonna put. No, this.
Did this okay? This is what I'm moving to the other pause.
Just listen to me, bitch. Yes. Yes, it is. Wait, I want to find the good one.
Interrupt your regularly scheduled program for this special report.
Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? But you better get ready.
Don't look at it.
Bow to the
Masters.
Yeah.
Probably that part. Break it down.
Think you could tell me what to do?
Okay.
Talking to
I mean, you can leave this in too, but whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck them. We're gonna get copyright stricken.
So yeah, so send me that.
You don't tell me what to do. Think you can tell me what to do?
I want the clean audio, damn it.
Think you can tell me what to wear?
It's George.
It is George. George is D-Generation X.
Yes, I grew up on them. All right.
That explains
So, one more wrestling question.
Okay.
Okay.
Question.
Your favorite? Let's go with group in wrestling history.
As far as like tag teams or
No, group like a 4 horsemen. Type.
Stable.
Yeah, stable. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Can I go first this time?
go ahead.
No, Jason, you go. I'm just kidding. Hey, you go ahead, John.
Like you looked like saw his soul leave.
NWO.
God damn.
Yeah,
Why do we
my
agree with
favorites.
so much?
Oh my god, because that
Hey.
was the time. That was
You-
the
you-
change in the company.
You
right
start with the outsiders,
there. Oh, love the outsiders.
and then
National.
who makes the NWO the NWO?
Hogan.
Yes.
Which would have been Sting if Hogan didn't say yes.
Ugh.
And it wouldn't have been as good. But when Hogan turned and that promo, they cut that promo at the end of, I think it was Bash at the Beach. And people were throwing batteries and trash and you name it
All
into the
kinds of
ring
shit.
afterwards.
That's cool.
It changed the whole entire company.
So-
it started the ratings wars, the Monday Night Wars.
It also led to the end of WCW.
Yeah.
Because,
It was the beginning of the end, for sure.
yeah, because they ran once that ran its course, they had nothing.
Yeah. For sure. I
They
think
tried to
PBS knew that,
to
too.
redo it with the Wolfpack.
But
which is-
they did like NWO Black, NWO Red. Then they were doing like LWO, Latino World Order. Like it was a whole mess of
It got Vince McMahon, even though it wasn't Vince.
exactly.
Russo, right?
Vince
no,
Russo.
what was
Vince Russo came back.
what was the dude? Bischoff. There
Bischoff
you go.
started it. Vince Russo killed it.
Yep. He Vince McMahon it. Yep.
And funnily
And
enough,
they don't get along.
the story was that Vince McMahon sent Vince Russo over to WCW just to basically squash the NWO and
which
WCW.
is probably possible, but when Russo came back to the WWF,
Bischoff did, yeah.
Russo did too.
I don't know if he ever came back
did.
after he left, did he?
Yeah, because I remember an interview with McMahon saying like, I don't know why I brought this motherfucker back. essentially. Russo came back in the... Not Russo.
Bischoff.
Bischoff
As
came
talent.
back
He came back as talent.
on TV, yes.
Yeah, talent. And
Russo came back in creative.
like head writer or something like that, or part of the writing team. Head of creative, whatever they call that position now.
Fucking jack off master.
Yeah.
He was the master debater!
Oh God! It all comes back around.
I yelled.
You did.
You did yell master
That's the
debater
first time.
really loud.
I think it's the second time you yelled.
You yelled while you were going out the door.
Yes, because
And the
this
neighbors.
motherfucker right here.
Okay, well, that's beside the point.
Anyways, so let's go top 3 stables. Top 2 if you want. I'm no particular order. NWO, Degeneration X, 4 Horsemen.
Okay.
Up. I forgot it. I forgot the name of it.
Which one?
Forgot that one.
Evolution?
Yes.
That's the one I was thinking. It's got to be up there too. Evolution was
There's my Rushmore.
Yeah.
Of stables. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like, so that's
a good
part of. So mine would have
I was
been.
thinking Triple H, like, and Batista.
Batista, Orton, and Flair.
Yeah.
Good lord, it's basically a reincarnation.
This is 4
Pretty much.
Horsemen.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah. So 4 Horsemen's got to be up there.
Yeah.
4 Horsemen, Evolution, the Hart Foundation.
It's never a fan. I know it's like wrestling lore, but I just was never
That'd be like
a fan of the Hart
4.5 for me right there.
Yeah.
What? You
Never
were
a fan. I never really liked the
Anvil.
Harts.
Oh,
Yeah. British Bulldog.
Bulldogs, yeah, never. Just wasn't a fan.
Davy Boy Smith.
Yeah.
They're all great. I'm not denying that. My personal opinion wasn't that big a fan.
All right,
Didn't
go ahead.
excite me as much.
Hang on, we interrupt Jason.
Go.
Too
did.
much.
It's
That's
okay.
why he
Always
left.
do it.
Corporation.
And the Amber thing. What? No.
What did he say?
Well, the most hated, probably.
Exactly, because that was like, it was
Nah,
the fucking,
fuck you.
the bad guys.
Nah, fuck off.
What? I didn't hear what you said.
The
Corporation.
corporation.
Oh.
Well, because you got to think too, like, there again, like, the age difference when I was growing up, that was like, oh, you fucking knew, because every fucking
You're
body.
3 years younger than me.
Still, but like, at that, even that gap, like, everybody at my fucking
What
school,
gap?
like, it was always, even that just 3 year gap.
Gap. Don't talk about Amber.
Oh, good God. But everybody
She's the
fucking.
corporation.
Nailed it. Ah!
Fucking 316 fucking shirts everywhere. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes.
It just fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anti-hero.
Yeah, still.
It's me.
Anti-corporation, anti-establishment. And it was all about the business.
Your turn.
Wait, that was 3.
4 Horsemen, Evolution, Heart, and then Corporation. That's 4.
What you got, old man?
So NWO, Degeneration X, Evolution. I'm partial to the 4 Horsemen, but I don't think they're on my Mount Rushmore.
Ooh.
Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
what is it?
Wow.
What is it? What's over the 4 Horsemen?
Now,
Oh,
I've
I
struggled with the
already
fourth
disagree just based on my bias. What is it?
one. I really don't have a 4th one.
Then it's the 4. 4th.
I was thinking the Click, but there weren't really.
Okay.
The cliche.
It was the click was like bootleg fucking Degeneration X.
Yeah, they were kind of pre-Degeneration. X.
What? What?
I know what I said.
I said that to him today.
You're missing one word on that.
I don't even know what I said, but I was like, I don't know what I said. I used his line on him. Know what? He said it. Do it again.
No go.
Oh God. The
Leave it
wafers
in.
that you got, at the fish camp.
We drove through. Oh my God, I just had it in my head and I lost it. We were driving to Tennessee.
Sounding rod?
And we were driving through Chattanooga. And I thought if you
Way
add
down yonder on the Chattahoochee.
if you
Wrong
add a
shit.
hard R to the end of that word, it makes it a whole different town.
Chattanooga.
Chattanooga.
What? It doesn't.
It sounds
It's
weird.
just
It's
dumb.
not racist. It
It
just
got
sounds
more
weird.
dumb. They went from the Wait, what was it called? No,
Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. Yeah.
Had a hard R to the
Sounds.
end.
Hang on, Chattanooga. Sounds dumb. Like, I'm sure there are dumb people that live there. Then you go to Chattanooga. they're fucking dumber.
See, I told you it's funny.
What's your number 4?
I said the click.
No! Denied.
Too bad. It's my
The Four Horsemen is his number 4.
Yeah.
The Four Horsemen were B League to me.
So, what?
Dude. Look, it's a shock, but I'm a
Wow.
Yankee, and I didn't watch a lot of Southern wrestling.
No.
I watched
so
all New York
16
wrestling.
minutes. Yeah, I'm cutting this shit. Okay.
Yeah, good. Good. Fucking Amber,
And I
but
followed more of the
you
click
don't say
than I
that shit.
did the
No,
Four Horsemen.
no, you didn't.
I did.
Because the when the click start? 4 years before you realized it existed? Yeah, the Four Horsemen existed. Fucking, you know who was in there? Hang on.
Not gonna let me answer
Yeah.
the questions he's asking.
No, you shut up.
This
is what I want you to do.
started when
No,
Nash
never.
showed up to bodyguard for Shawn Michaels.
All right, so so I did learn this today, and some of them we don't necessarily have to talk about, but in the earlier iterations of the Four Horsemen, did you know that Lex Luger was part of it?
Yep.
How about Sting?
Yep.
How about Sid Vicious?
Didn't know that one.
I didn't know that one
All
either.
right, right. Hey, Sid Vicious was a part of it with Sting. That was
Throw anybody into the Four Horsemen and say they're the Four Horsemen today.
89 and 91.
Yeah, that was
Then you had.
young at that point.
Did you
I was
know,
pre in those times.
Did you know they had a in between the one we know and love, the feud with the NWO, and between the one where Sting and Sid Vicious was in it, there was a 3 horsemen.
Why is there 3 Horsemen?
That's correct.
How is there 3
Flair
Horsemen?
returned from the WWF to the WCW to rejoin Arn Anderson. Paul Roma became the 3rd horseman after Tully Blanchard, which was
Totally, yeah.
one of the originals. And WCW could not come to terms on a deal for him to return.
Wow.
Information.
They're just
I
like,
did
fuck
not
it, we're
know.
just doing 3.
Yeah, 3
Could
horsemen.
have added anyone to that.
Like you can't go.
You can have whatever
You can't
you
go.
like.
Woo! Right? Like that.
That was Vader. Vader did that.
Vader was in it.
He was in the Four Horsemen.
Yes.
What?
Yes. He was.
I just feel like they on a house show. They're like, "Well, these are the Four Horsemen today, everybody."
You know who else was? You know who else was? Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say
I'm
that.
just making shit up now.
I knew you were gonna say it. I can see it in your
No,
face.
but
It was a
I
lie.
read Vader somewhere. Hang on. I don't know where I read it.
Why are there people kissing on your can?
Whoa, whoa.
So get off me, John, Jason. Stop kissing my ass.
You like it when we do
That's
that.
that's Dez and Jacob right now.
That's true.
Shout out to Dez and fuck Jacob.
No matter what.
Would you bang Dez or Jacob?
I'm cutting this out.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Nope.
It doesn't matter. I don't work there anymore.
Yeah. Jacob will hear it and be like, Dez, he wants to bang you more.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's got cut. Shit, I shouldn't have said that.
You made him think about it too long. And I
Would you bang Amber or Jacob?
Amber, Jesus Christ.
Amber and Jesus Christ?
Wow.
over Jacob,
Holy threesome.
the Holy Trinity.
No pun intended. Close.
You're pre.
About
You're pre-leaving.
He's preeing.
Now I'm pre-peeing right now
He's
because I'm
pre-bling.
gonna go pee before I grab my shit. All right.
Hopefully you grab your shit when you pee.
Nope.
Or it's going to kind of drag the ground.
Anyways,
Hand gestures. Hand
what were we
gestures.
talking about?
Wrestling.
That's this.
I don't know. We need a picture of this somehow. I don't know how to do that.
A gif.
A Jiffy GIF.
Well, get your phone out. I'll do it. I don't give a fuck. You gotta figure out how to put it in there, though.
I'll figure it out.
Tell me when you're ready.
Oh. Okay.
All right, well, fellas, Jason, as much as I miss you and love hanging out with you both,
It's time to go.
is it? It's closing time. Oh, there's your another one.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on.
Call.
All right. There's your silent part.
You know he can.
We gotta remember
stretch
this.
I was gonna
He
say,
doesn't
yeah.
have to do the
I'd
pause.
call-
No, I don't.
Cult personality thing? Yeah, there was no pause there. I made that.
Yeah, well, you told us early on when you sucked at it
Oh.
that we had to be quiet for a second.
It was just to.
No, that was like
That's
if
the
if y'all
preemptive,
said
yeah.
something, so I could chop it out
Yeah.
What are you talking
plainly.
about?
Like if y'all said it, then I need that. If I'm implanting something, I don't need it.
You're implanting. Don't implant Amber with a baby. Alright?
Okay,
I'll disown you.
I know.
Oh my.
You can be gay all you want. I'll love you.
So I can get implanted all I want, but
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. If you have a baby, I will.
Can we name it George?
Oh, yes. I'm going to retire because the dude's having a baby.
Baby George. Oh shit balls.
What happened?
Through my phone. It's fine. We're all good. Chair's not breaking. We're awesome.
Hey, we're not going to see Jason for another week.
Don't remind me. I don't like it.
Sucks.
now he's making himself sad.
I'm going to listen to this on the way home. Into the world.
Get ready for a shit ton of
Make me sing it.
sappy messages.
The lights on. I forgot that part. Sing it.
Time. One last call for alcohol. So finish your whiskey or beer.
Oh, wine. I thought it was wine.
Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I know who I want to take me home. We were just singing. I know who
I would go home with you, dude.
to take me
Wow.
Oh, like
okay.
that. Oh, I ain't gonna lie to you. You ain't doing nothing to me.
That was
That's
awesome.
what you think.
He's like, that roofie in that beer I gave you.
You thought that was a head. That was Roofy.
Now I'm gonna give you head while you give me head.
Whoa.
It's okay. You'll pry your mouth open, John. It's fun. It's a good song.
It is.
Now I'm gonna play it on the way home and just. Fellas, I love you. I'm leaving.
Well, that's the end of the episode, everybody. Thanks for listening. Have a good night, and we love you.
Fucking Jason.